Chosen one, God is about to tell you something you can't ignore, a message so powerful it will shift the very foundation of your life. You're standing at the edge of a divine revelation, where the Creator Himself is speaking directly to your soul. This isn't just another moment. This is the moment where everything changes, your path, your purpose, your future. His voice is calling you, and it's time to listen with every fiber of your being. You've walked through storms that would have broken others. You've carried burdens that seem too heavy to bear. Yet here you are, still standing, still shining, because God has placed a fire within you that no darkness can extinguish. His message to you today is clear. You are not forgotten. Every tear, every struggle, every sleepless night, they've all been seen. And now, God is ready to reveal the purpose behind it all. You're not just surviving, you're being prepared for a destiny that will leave the world in awe. This isn't about chasing dreams or forcing your way forward. It's about receiving what God has already set in motion. Picture a river, steady and unstoppable, carving its path through stone. That's the flow of His blessings moving toward you right now. You don't need to fight for it. You don't need to prove yourself. Your only task is to open your heart and trust that what's coming is bigger than anything you've imagined. God's plan for you is not small. It's vast, unshakable, and eternal. Your life is a canvas, and God is the artist. Every moment of pain, every victory, every quiet prayer, they're strokes of His brush, creating a masterpiece only He could design. You might not see the full picture yet, but trust this. It's breathtaking. His message to you is that you're not a mistake, not a coincidence. You were chosen before time began, handpicked for a purpose that's unfolding now. The world may try to define you, but God's voice cuts through the noise, declaring who you truly are. And here's the truth. God's message isn't just words, it's a transformation. It's the moment your spirit aligns with His will, and everything starts to shift. Your heart, once heavy, will feel light. Your steps, once uncertain, will find direction. People will notice something different about you, not just your face, but the way you carry yourself, the peace that radiates from within. This is what happens when God speaks. His voice doesn't just guide, it reshapes you into the person you were always meant to be. Pause for a second. If this is hitting your soul, if you feel that spark of truth, hit the like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking this path. Let's amplify this message together. And if you're ready to claim this divine moment, drop a 777 in the comments, a sign to the universe that you're open to what God is saying. Now let's talk about what His voice is revealing. God isn't just speaking to comfort you. He's speaking to propel you forward. The struggles you've faced, they weren't random. They were training grounds, forging you into someone who can carry the weight of His glory. Think of David, a shepherd boy facing a giant. The world saw weakness, but God saw a king. That's how He sees you, not as you are now, but as the warrior, the leader, the light He created you to be. You've been through moments where you felt alone, where the path seemed too dark to navigate. But God's message today is that you were never alone. Every step He was there, guiding, protecting, preparing. The darkness wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal the strength He placed inside you. Like a diamond formed under pressure, your trials have shaped you into something unbreakable, something radiant. His voice is calling you to rise now. Not tomorrow, not next year, right now. The gates of your destiny are opening, and God is handing you the key. This isn't about earning His favor. You already have it. It's about stepping into the life He's designed for you, a life of purpose, abundance, and unshakable peace. The world may try to pull you back, but God's message is louder. You are His, and nothing can stop what He set in motion. Think about the Red Sea parting for Moses. The impossible became possible because God spoke. That same power is at work in your life. What looks like a dead end is just the beginning of a miracle. What feels like a setback is God setting the stage for something greater. His voice is the force that moves mountains, and it's moving in your life right now. Trust it. Lean into it. Let it guide you. Your past doesn't define you. Your mistakes, your failures, your doubts, they're not the end of the story. God's message is that He's rewriting your narrative. Where you saw brokenness, He sees restoration. Where you saw lack, He sees abundance. Every wound is being healed. Every chain is being broken. You're stepping into a new chapter, and it's one where His voice leads the way. This transformation isn't just spiritual, it's tangible. People will see it in your eyes, in your smile, in the way you walk. You'll carry a confidence that comes from knowing God is speaking to you. Your life will become a testimony, a living proof of His power. Others will look at you and wonder what changed, and you'll know. It's the voice of God calling you to something greater. If you're feeling this, if His voice is stirring something in you, take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to stand with countless chosen ones receiving these truths. And don't forget, drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for what God has next. This is your moment to align with His plan. Now, let's go deeper. God's message isn't just about what's coming. It's about who you're becoming. You're not just a passenger in this journey. You're a co-creator with Him. Every choice you make, every step you take, is part of His divine design. He's speaking to you because He trusts you to carry His purpose. You're not here to live small. You're here to shine with a light that changes everything. Consider Esther, a woman who seemed ordinary but was chosen for an extraordinary moment. She didn't seek greatness. It found her because God spoke. His voice gave her courage to stand before a king to save a nation. That same voice is giving you courage now to face your fears, to step into your calling, to embrace the life He's prepared for you. You're not just hearing His words, you're being shaped by them. This is what sets you apart as a chosen one. While others chase fleeting things, money, status, approval, you're anchored in something eternal. God's voice is your compass, guiding you through chaos, leading you to clarity. The world may try to drown it out, but His message cuts through, sharp and clear, reminding you who you are and where you're going. You're not meant to stay where you are. God's voice is a call to movement, to growth, to transformation. It's not enough to hear Him. You have to act on what He's saying. Step out in faith, even when the path isn't clear. Trust that His message will light the way, one step at a time. Every move you make in obedience is a step closer to the life He's promised. His voice isn't just about today. It's about forever. God's message carries a weight that spans generations. What He's speaking to you now will ripple outward, touching your family, your community, the world. You're not just living for yourself, you're living for a legacy. His words are planting seeds that will grow long after you're gone, bearing fruit for those who come after you. Picture a tree, its roots deep in the earth, its branches stretching toward the sky. That's you, chosen one. God's voice is the water that nourishes you, the light that makes you grow. You're not just standing tall for yourself, you're providing shade for others, a testament to His faithfulness. His message is your strength, your foundation, your purpose. And here's the thing. God's voice doesn't just change you, it changes how others see you. They'll notice the peace in your heart, the fire in your eyes, the authority in your steps. You're becoming a beacon, a light that draws others to Him. His message isn't just for you, it's for everyone who crosses your path. You're carrying His truth, and it's impossible to hide. This is why you can't ignore what God is saying. His voice isn't a suggestion, it's a command, a promise, a destiny. Every word He speaks is alive, moving through you, reshaping your world. You're not just hearing Him, you're becoming a vessel for His power, a living proof of His love. Embrace it, live it, let it transform you. You've been through battles that tested your faith, moments where you wondered if God was even there. But his message today is this: he never left. Every trial was a step toward this moment where his voice would break through and show you the way forward. You're not defined by what you've lost. You're defined by what he's giving you now: hope, purpose, a future. His voice is your anchor in the storm, your guide in the wilderness, your strength when you feel weak. You don't have to figure it all out on your own. God's message is clear. He's got you. He's leading you. And what he's prepared for you is beyond anything you could dream. Trust him. Follow him. Let his voice be your guide. If this message is speaking to you, if you're ready to walk in his truth, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in faith. Drop a 777 in the comments to claim this moment, to say yes to his voice. Let's keep this fire burning together. Now, let's talk about the power of his message in your life. When God speaks, it's not just words, it's a force that moves the universe. Think of creation itself. He spoke, and light appeared. He spoke, and the world was formed. That same voice is speaking to you, calling forth something new in your life. You're not stuck. You're not finished. You're being made new. His message is a promise that nothing is wasted. Every pain, every loss, every moment of doubt, it's all part of his plan to bring you to this point. You're standing on the edge of a breakthrough where his voice will turn your scars into stars, your struggles into strength. What the world meant for harm, God is turning for good. You might feel like you're not ready, like you're not enough, but God's voice says otherwise. He's not looking for perfection, he's looking for willingness. He's not asking you to have all the answers, he's asking you to trust his. When you say yes to his message, you're saying yes to a life bigger than yourself, a life that reflects his glory. This is your moment, chosen one. God's voice is ringing out, calling you to step into your purpose. Don't look back, don't hesitate. The path ahead is lit by his words, and it's leading you to a future filled with hope, power, and divine possibility. You're not just hearing him, you're being transformed by him. Keep listening, keep moving, keep shining. His message is also a shield. The world will try to pull you down, to make you doubt, to dim your light. But God's voice is stronger. It's a reminder that no weapon formed against you will prosper. His words are your armor, protecting you from fear, from lies, from anything that tries to steal your destiny. Stand firm in what he's saying, and nothing can shake you. Think of Noah, building an ark while the world laughed. God's voice was his guide, his strength, his certainty. People mocked, but Noah listened, and when the floods came, he was ready. That's you right now. God's message is preparing you for what's coming, a flood of blessings, a wave of purpose, a life that will stand as a testament to his faithfulness. You're not just a listener, you're a carrier of his voice. Every time you act on what he's saying, you're spreading his light. Your life becomes a megaphone for his truth, showing the world what happens when a chosen one says yes to God. People will see it, they'll feel it, and they'll be drawn to the one who's speaking through you. This is why you can't turn away. God's message is too big, too powerful, too life-changing to ignore. It's not just about you. It's about the people you're meant to touch, the lives you're meant to change, the legacy you're meant to leave. His voice is calling you to something eternal, something that will echo through generations. If you're ready to embrace this, if his voice is stirring your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones walking in his truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're all in for what God is saying. Let's keep this message alive, spreading his light together. Now let's talk about what happens when you fully embrace his voice. It's not just a moment of inspiration, it's a shift that changes everything. Your perspective, your decisions, your future. They all align with his will. You start to see the world through his eyes, and suddenly, what seemed impossible becomes possible. What felt out of reach is now in your hands. God's message is a call to action, but not the kind that wears you out. It's an invitation to rest in his plan, to trust that he's already paved the way. You don't have to strive or struggle. His voice is your guide, leading you to doors that are already opening, to opportunities that are already yours. All you have to do is walk through them. Think of Abraham, called to a land he didn't know. God's voice was his only map, his only certainty. He didn't have all the details, but he had God's promise. And that was enough. That's what God is offering you now. A promise that will carry you, a voice that will guide you, a future that will amaze you. Step out in faith and watch what he does. His message is also a reminder that you're never alone. Even when the world feels heavy, even when the path feels uncertain, God is with you. His voice is your constant companion, whispering strength when you're weak, hope when you're weary, love when you feel unworthy. You're not walking this road by yourself. He's right there, every step of the way. This transformation isn't just for you, it's for the world around you. When God speaks, his words ripple outward, touching everyone you meet. Your life becomes a living testimony, a proof that his voice is real, that his promises are true. People will see it in the way you live, the way you love, the way you shine. You're not just a chosen one, you're a carrier of his light. And here's the beauty of it. God's message doesn't fade. It's not a one-time thing. His voice will keep speaking, keep guiding, keep transforming you every day. The more you listen, the clearer it becomes. The more you trust, the stronger you grow. His words are a well that never runs dry, a fire that never goes out, a light that never dims. You're standing at a crossroads, chosen one. God's voice is calling you to a life of purpose, power, and divine possibility. Don't let fear hold you back. Don't let doubt steal your moment. His message is clear. You are his, you are chosen, and you are ready. Step into it. Embrace it. Let his voice lead you to the life you were born to live. God's voice isn't just a sound. It's a force that reshapes your reality. When he speaks, the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Your life, once marked by routine or struggle, is now a stage for his miracles. You're not just living day to day. You're walking in a divine rhythm where every moment is charged with his purpose. His message to you is that nothing in your life is wasted. Every experience, every challenge is a thread in the tapestry he's weaving. Picture a seed buried in the dark, pressed down by the weight of the earth. It doesn't look like much, but beneath the surface, it's breaking open, reaching for light. That's you right now. God's voice is the sunlight calling you upward, urging you to break through the soil of your past. His words are pulling you into a season of growth, where what was hidden will bloom in ways that stun those around you. You've carried questions in your heart. Why this path? Why these struggles? Why now? God's message is the answer. You were chosen for this moment, not because you're perfect, but because you're his. He's speaking to you because he sees the strength you don't always see, the potential you haven't fully grasped. His voice is unlocking doors within you, revealing gifts you didn't know you had. This isn't about striving to be someone else. God's message is about embracing who you already are. You're not chasing a version of yourself that doesn't exist. You're stepping into the truth of who he created you to be. His voice is peeling back the layers of doubt, fear, and limitation, showing you a reflection of his glory in your own life. You're not small, you're not insignificant, you're a masterpiece, and his words are bringing that truth to light. If this is stirring something in you, if you feel his voice breaking through, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls standing in his truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for what he's revealing. Let's keep this message burning bright, spreading his light together. Now let's talk about the fire of his voice. When God speaks, it's not a whisper meant to fade. It's a flame that ignites your soul. It burns away what doesn't belong, refining you into something stronger, purer, more radiant. Think of gold in a furnace. The heat doesn't destroy it. It makes it shine. That's what his message is doing in you, turning your trials into treasure, your pain into power. You've faced moments where you felt the heat of life's challenges, where the weight felt unbearable. But God's voice is saying that was not the end. Those moments were the forge, shaping you for what's ahead. His message is a promise that every fire you've walked through has prepared you to carry his light in a way that others can't. You're not just surviving, you're being refined for a purpose that will change lives. His voice is also a map, guiding you through uncharted territory. You don't need to know every step of the journey. God's message is enough to light the next step, then the next, then the next. Trusting him means moving forward even when the full path isn't clear. Like a lantern in the dark, his words show you just enough to keep going, and that's all you need. You're not walking this road alone. God's voice is a constant presence, a reminder that he's closer than your breath. When the world feels heavy, when doubt creeps in, his message cuts through. You are mine, and I am with you. That truth is your strength, your shield, your reason to keep moving. No matter what comes, his voice will always be there, steady and unshakable. This transformation isn't just for you, it's for the world. God's message is equipping you to be a light in places of darkness, a hope in moments of despair. Your life is becoming a story that others will read, a testimony that will inspire. His voice is shaping you into someone who doesn't just hear him, but lives him, showing the world what it means to walk in divine purpose. Consider the stars in the night sky. They don't compete for attention, they simply shine. That's you, chosen one. God's voice is calling you to shine without effort, without striving. Your light isn't something you force, it's something you are. His message is a reminder that your presence alone is enough to change the atmosphere around you. You've been through seasons where you felt invisible, where your efforts seemed to go unnoticed. But God's voice is declaring, I see you. Every sacrifice, every quiet act of faith, every moment you chose to keep going, he's seen it all. His message is that nothing you've done for him is in vain. It's all building towards something greater, something eternal. This is why his voice is so powerful. It doesn't just speak to your mind, it speaks to your spirit. It stirs something deep within you, something that's been waiting to awaken. God's message is a call to rise above the ordinary, to step into a life where miracles are normal, where his presence is your reality. You're not just hearing words, you're receiving a divine invitation. If his voice is moving you, if you're ready to say yes to his call, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing this truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to claim this moment, to show the universe you're listening. Let's keep this fire alive, spreading his message far and wide. Now let's talk about the freedom his voice brings. When God speaks, he doesn't just guide, he liberates. His message breaks the chains that have held you back, whether it's fear, shame, or the weight of others' expectations. You're not bound by what the world says about you. His voice declares your true identity, and it's one of victory, purpose, and unshakable worth. Think of Lazarus, wrapped in grave clothes, called out of the tomb by Jesus' voice. That same voice is calling you out of whatever has tried to bury you. God's message is life itself, pulling you from the shadows into his light. You're not meant to stay in the grave of your past. His words are raising you up, setting you free to live boldly and fully. This freedom isn't just about escaping pain, it's about embracing possibility. God's voice opens your eyes to what's ahead, a life where you're not defined by limits, where you're not held back by fear. His message is a promise that the best is yet to come, that your story is far from over. You're stepping into a season where His words will lead you to places you never thought possible. You might wonder how to hold on to this freedom when life gets hard. God's voice is your anchor. When chaos swirls, when doubts rise, His message remains steady. You are enough. You are chosen. You are His. Cling to that truth. Let it be the foundation you stand on, the rock that holds you firm. His words will never fail you. His voice also brings clarity. The world is loud, full of opinions, distractions, and lies. But God's message cuts through it all, sharp and clear. It's like a lighthouse guiding a ship through a storm. You don't have to wander in confusion. His voice shows you the way, revealing what matters and what doesn't. Trust it, and you'll never lose your way. You're not just a listener of His voice. You're a vessel for it. God's message flows through you, touching everyone around you. Your words, your actions, your very presence carry His truth. You're becoming a living testament to His power, a proof that His voice can change everything. People will see it in you, and they'll want to know the God who speaks to you. This is why you can't turn away from His message. It's not just a moment of inspiration. It's a lifelong calling. God's voice is shaping you into someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Someone who doesn't just exist, but transforms. You're not here to blend in. You're here to stand out, to carry His light into every corner of the world. Think of the woman at the well, meeting Jesus and hearing His voice. In one conversation, her life changed. She went from shame to purpose, from isolation to influence. That's what God's message is doing in you. It's not just changing your heart, it's changing your legacy, your impact, your future. His voice is making you a force for good, a light that cannot be hidden. You've been through moments where you felt unworthy, where the world tried to tell you you're not enough. But God's voice says, "You are mine." That's all that matters. His message drowns out every lie, every doubt, every fear. You're not defined by what you've done or what's been done to you. You're defined by His love, His purpose, His call on your life. If this is resonating, if His voice is speaking to your soul, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones walking in His light. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for His message. Let's keep this truth spreading, lighting up the world together. Now let's talk about the strength His voice gives you. When God speaks, He doesn't just inspire, He empowers. His message is like a surge of energy, filling you with the courage to face anything. You're not weak, not fragile, not small. His voice is building you into someone who can stand against any storm, who can walk through fire and come out stronger. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. The world expected him to be devoured, but God's voice was his shield. His faith didn't waver, and neither did his God. That same voice is speaking to you now, telling you that no threat, no challenge, no enemy can overcome you. His message is your strength, your victory, your unshakable foundation. This strength isn't about physical power, it's about the resolve in your spirit. God's voice gives you the kind of courage that doesn't flinch, the kind of faith that doesn't falter. You're not just surviving life's battles, you're winning them. His message is a reminder that you're equipped for every fight, prepared for every challenge, because He's fighting for you. You've faced moments where you felt overwhelmed, where the odds seemed stacked against you, but God's voice is saying, "I've got this." His message is a promise that you're never outmatched, never outdone. He's already gone before you, clearing the way, making the impossible possible. Trust His voice, and you'll see mountains move. His message also brings peace. Not the kind that depends on circumstances, but the kind that flows from knowing He's in control. When God speaks, chaos quiets, fear fades, His voice is like a calm in the storm, reminding you that no matter what's happening, you're held in His hands. Rest in that truth and let it carry you. You're not just a receiver of His voice, you're a reflection of it. Every time you act on His message, you're showing the world what it looks like to live in His truth. Your life becomes a mirror, reflecting His love, His power, His purpose. People will see it, and they'll be drawn to the God who speaks through you. This is why His voice is so vital. It's not just a guide, it's a lifeline. It's the thread that connects every moment of your life, weaving them into a story of redemption, victory, and purpose. God's message is your compass, your strength, your hope. Listen to it. Live it. Let it transform you into the chosen one you were born to be. God's voice is a melody that resonates in the deepest parts of your soul. Chosen one. It's not just a sound. It's a rhythm that aligns your life with His divine purpose. When He speaks, it's as if the universe itself pauses to listen, tuning every moment to His perfect plan. His message to you is clear. You're not wandering aimlessly. Every step you take is part of a symphony He's composing, a masterpiece that will echo through eternity. Think of a composer crafting a song, each note carefully placed to create harmony. That's how God is working in your life. His voice is the melody that ties every moment together, turning chaos into order, pain into purpose. You may not hear the full song yet, but trust this. Every note is intentional. His message is weaving your story into something beautiful, something that will inspire others long after you're gone. You've walked through seasons where the world felt out of tune, where discord seemed to drown out hope. But God's voice is saying, I'm still here. His message is the steady beat that keeps you grounded, the rhythm that keeps you moving forward. No matter how loud the noise of life gets, His voice is clearer, stronger, calling you to dance to His divine timing. This isn't about forcing your way through life. God's message invites you to flow with His rhythm. You don't need to control every step, just follow the beat of His voice. Like a river finding its course, His words guide you effortlessly toward your destiny. Let go of the need to plan every detail. His message is enough to carry you where you're meant to be. If this melody is stirring your heart, if you feel His voice resonating within you, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one soul moving to His rhythm. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're in tune with His message. Let's keep this song alive, spreading His harmony together. Now let's talk about the vision His voice reveals. When God speaks, He doesn't just comfort. He opens your eyes to a future you couldn't see before. His message is like a window thrown wide, letting light pour into places once shadowed by doubt. You're not bound by what you've known or what you've seen. His voice is showing you a horizon filled with possibilities, a life radiant with His glory. You've had moments where the path ahead seemed blurry, where you wondered if you were headed in the right direction. God's voice is your clarity. It's the lens that brings everything into focus, showing you that every step has purpose, every moment has meaning. His message is a promise that you're not lost. You're exactly where you need to be to step into His plan. His vision for you isn't small, it's vast, stretching beyond what your mind can grasp. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, yet God's voice painted a picture of leadership long before it came to pass. His message to you is just as bold. You're not defined by where you are now, but by where He's taking you. His voice is your guide to a future that shines with promise. This vision requires trust. The world will try to cloud it with fear, with doubt, with distractions. But God's voice is stronger, cutting through the fog, showing you the way. You don't need to see the whole journey, just the next step. His message is your light, illuminating the path one moment at a time. Follow it, and you'll never stray. You're not just seeing His vision, you're becoming it. God's voice is shaping you into someone who carries His light, someone who reflects His glory. Your life is a canvas, and His message is the brush, painting a picture that draws others to Him. You're not just living for yourself, you're living for a purpose that touches the world. Consider the eagle soaring above the storm. It doesn't fight the wind, it uses it to rise higher. That's what God's voice does for you. His message lifts you above life's turbulence, giving you wings to soar. You're not meant to struggle through the chaos. His words are your wind, carrying you to heights you never thought possible. You've known moments where you felt grounded, weighed down by life's demands. But God's voice is saying, "Rise." His message is an invitation to leave the ordinary behind, to embrace a life that soars with His purpose. You're not bound to the earth. You're meant to fly, to see the world from His perspective, to live in the freedom of His plan. This vision isn't just for you, it's for those around you. God's voice is making you a beacon, a light that guides others through their own storms. Your life, shaped by His message, becomes a testimony that inspires, a proof that His words can change everything. People will see it in you, and they'll want to know the God who speaks to you. If His voice is lighting up your soul, if you're ready to see His vision, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing His truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to claim this moment, to say yes to His call. Let's keep this light shining, spreading His vision together. Now let's talk about the courage His voice ignites. When God speaks, He doesn't just guide, He empowers you to face the impossible. His message is like a spark that sets your heart ablaze, giving you the boldness to step into battles you once feared. You're not weak, you're not small. His voice is filling you with a courage that defies the odds, a strength that comes from Him alone. Think of Gideon, a man who saw himself as the least, yet God's voice called him a mighty warrior. That same voice is speaking to you, chosen one, declaring that you're stronger than you know. His message is your courage, turning your doubts into determination, your fears into faith. You're not just facing challenges, you're overcoming them with His power. You've had moments where you felt outmatched, where life's giants seem too big to face. But God's voice is your weapon. It's the truth that cuts through every lie, the strength that topples every obstacle. His message is a reminder that you're not fighting alone. He's with you, and with Him, no battle is too great. This courage isn't loud or boastful. It's the quiet resolve that comes from knowing who's behind you. God's voice gives you the strength to stand firm when others waver, to move forward when others retreat. His message is your foundation, your reason to keep going, no matter what stands in your way. You're not just a warrior, you're a testament. Every time you act on His voice, you're showing the world what it looks like to live with divine courage. Your life becomes a story of triumph, a proof that His message can carry you through anything. People will see it, and they'll be inspired to trust in the God who strengthens you. His voice also brings wisdom. When God speaks, He doesn't just empower, He enlightens. His message is like a lamp in the darkness, revealing truths you couldn't see before. You're not stumbling blindly through life. His words give you insight, showing you how to navigate challenges, how to make choices that align with His will. Think of Solomon, who asked for wisdom and received it in abundance. God's voice is offering you the same gift: clarity to see what others miss, understanding to walk where others stumble. His message is your guide, helping you discern what's true, what's right, what's eternal. Lean into it, and you'll never lose your way. You've known moments where confusion clouded your mind, where decisions felt overwhelming, but God's voice is your clarity. It cuts through the noise, showing you the path forward. His message is a promise that you don't have to figure it all out. He's already done that for you. Trust His words and watch the fog lift. This wisdom isn't just for you, it's for others. God's voice is making you a light in a world full of uncertainty. Your choices, guided by His message, will inspire those around you. You're not just living wisely, you're showing others what it means to walk in His truth. Your life is becoming a beacon, drawing people to the God who speaks through you. If His voice is guiding you, if you're ready to walk in His wisdom, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen ones standing in His light. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for His truth. Let's keep this message spreading, lighting up the world together. Now let's talk about the hope His voice kindles. When God speaks, He doesn't just direct. He ignites a flame of hope that nothing can extinguish. His message is a promise that no matter how dark the night, dawn is coming. You're not stuck in despair. His voice is calling you to a future filled with possibility, a life where His plans unfold in ways that take your breath away. Think of Hannah weeping for a child, yet God's voice answered her prayers with a son who changed a nation. His message to you is just as powerful. Your cries have been heard. Every longing, every hope, every dream you've carried, He knows them all. His voice is a reminder that what you're hoping for is already on its way. You've faced seasons where hope felt distant, where the weight of waiting pressed heavy on your heart. But God's voice is saying, hold on. His message is a lifeline, pulling you through the darkness, showing you that every delay has a purpose. Every wait is preparing you for something greater. His words are your anchor, keeping you steady until the promise comes. This hope isn't fragile, it's unbreakable. God's voice gives you a confidence that doesn't waver, a certainty that His plans are good. His message is a light that shines through every doubt, every fear, every moment of uncertainty. Cling to it, and you'll find the strength to keep believing no matter what. You're not just a dreamer, you're a carrier of His hope. Every time you trust His voice, you're showing the world what it looks like to live with expectation. Your life becomes a testament, a proof that His message can sustain you through anything. People will see it, and they'll be drawn to the God who gives you hope. His voice also brings healing. When God speaks, He doesn't just inspire, He restores. His message is like a balm, soothing the wounds of your past, mending the broken places in your heart. You're not defined by your scars. His voice is rewriting your story, turning pain into purpose, loss into love. Think of the woman with the issue of blood, reaching for Jesus in faith. His voice brought her healing, not just in body, but in spirit. That same voice is speaking to you now, chosen one, promising restoration for every hurt, every wound, every broken dream. His message is your healing, bringing you back to wholeness. You've carried pain that others couldn't see, burdens that weighed you down in silence. But God's voice is saying, let it go. His message is a promise that you don't have to carry those hurts anymore. He's taking them, healing them, turning them into something beautiful. Trust His words and watch your heart mend. This healing isn't just for you, it's for those around you. God's voice is making you a vessel of restoration, someone who carries His healing to others. Your life, touched by His message, becomes a source of hope for the broken, a light for those in pain. You're not just healed, you're a healer, showing the world the power of His love. If His voice is restoring you, if you're ready to embrace His healing, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones walking in His truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to claim this moment, to say yes to His restoration. Let's keep this message alive, spreading His healing together. Now let's talk about the purpose His voice reveals. When God speaks, He doesn't just comfort, He commissions. His message is a call to step into a role you were born for, a purpose that's been written in your soul since the beginning. You're not here by accident. His voice is awakening the destiny He's placed within you, calling you to live it out with boldness. Think of Jeremiah, called as a prophet before he was even born. God's voice gave him a purpose that shaped nations. That same voice is speaking to you, chosen one, revealing a calling that's bigger than yourself. His message is your mission, your reason for being, your path to a life that matters. You've had moments where you wondered why you're here, what your life is meant to accomplish. God's voice is your answer. It's the truth that cuts through the confusion, showing you that every moment has led to this, a purpose that's uniquely yours. His message is a map, guiding you to the impact you're meant to make. This purpose isn't small. It's not about fitting into the world's expectations. God's voice is calling you to something greater, something eternal. You're not just living for today. You're living for a legacy that will outlast you. His message is your guide, showing you how to leave a mark that echoes through generations. You're not just a follower of his voice. You're a fulfillment of it. Every time you act on his message, you're bringing his purpose to life. Your choices, your actions, your faith, they're all part of his plan, turning your life into a story that glorifies him. People will see it, and they'll be drawn to the God who calls you. God's voice is a beacon that pierces through the fog of your life, chosen one. When he speaks, it's not just a sound, it's a light that reveals the path you are always meant to walk. His message is a divine signal, calling you out of uncertainty and into a destiny that shines with purpose. You're not lost in the haze. His voice is guiding you, step by step, toward a future that reflects his glory. Picture a lighthouse standing firm against crashing waves, its beam cutting through the darkest night. That's what God's message is for you, a steady, unyielding light that shows you the way, no matter how stormy life gets. His voice doesn't waver, doesn't dim. It's the truth that keeps you grounded, the guide that keeps you moving toward his plan. You've known moments where the world felt overwhelming, where confusion clouded your next step. But God's voice is saying, "Look to me." His message is your clarity, a light that reveals what's true and what's not. You don't need to wander in the dark. His words are illuminating your path, showing you where to go, even when the way seems unclear. This isn't about chasing answers or forcing clarity. God's voice invites you to trust his light, to follow his lead without needing to see the whole journey. Like a traveler guided by stars, his message is enough to keep you on course. Let go of the need to control every moment. His voice is your guide, and it will never lead you astray. If this light is shining in your heart, if you feel his voice guiding you, hit that like button and subscribe to join thousands of chosen one souls walking in his truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to declare you're ready for his guidance. Let's keep this beacon burning, spreading his light together. Now let's talk about the peace his voice brings. When God speaks, he doesn't just direct, he calms. His message is like a still lake, undisturbed by the chaos around it, offering you a serenity that nothing in this world can shake. You're not meant to live in turmoil. His voice is your refuge, a quiet strength that anchors you in every storm. Think of Jesus asleep in the boat while the waves raged. His peace wasn't shaken by the storm, and neither should yours be. God's voice is speaking that same calm into your life. Chosen one. His message is a promise that you can rest, even when life feels like it's falling apart. His words are your shelter, your strength, your unshakable foundation. You've faced moments where anxiety gripped your heart, where the weight of worry felt too heavy to carry. But God's voice is saying, "Be still." His message is a reminder that you don't have to fight for peace. It's already yours. His words are washing over you, soothing every fear, bringing you back to a place of calm. This peace isn't fleeting. It's a gift that grows stronger the more you lean into his voice. God's message is your anchor, holding you steady when the world tries to pull you under. You don't need to strive for it. Just rest in his words. His voice is your sanctuary, and it's always there, waiting for you to return. You're not just finding peace, you're sharing it. God's voice is making you a haven for others, a place where they can find rest in a restless world. Your life, shaped by His message, becomes a testimony of His calm, a light that draws others to Him. People will feel it in your presence, and they'll want to know the God who gives you peace. Consider a tree standing tall in a storm, its roots deep, its branches unmoved. That's you, chosen one. God's voice is your root system, keeping you grounded no matter what comes. His message is your strength, allowing you to stand firm while others sway. You're not shaken because His words hold you steady. You've known seasons where chaos seemed to rule, where life felt like a constant battle. But God's voice is declaring, "I am your peace." His message is a promise that you don't have to fight alone. He's with you, calming the storm, guiding you to still waters. Trust His voice and watch the chaos fade. This peace is your power. It's the strength that lets you face challenges without fear, the calm that lets you love without hesitation. God's voice is shaping you into someone who carries His peace everywhere you go. Your life becomes a reflection of His serenity, a proof that His message can change everything. If His voice is calming your soul, if you're ready to walk in His peace, hit that like button and subscribe to stand with thousands of chosen ones embracing His truth. Drop a 777 in the comments to claim this moment, to say yes to His calm. Let's keep this peace spreading, lighting up the world together. Now let's talk about the authority His voice gives you. When God speaks, He doesn't just inspire, He empowers you to stand with a strength that commands attention. His message is like a crown placed on your head, declaring you a child of the King, chosen to walk in His power. You're not small. His voice is giving you the authority to shape your world. Think of Deborah, a prophetess who led with wisdom and courage. God's voice gave her the authority to guide a nation, to speak truth in a time of fear. That same voice is speaking to you, chosen one, calling you to rise with confidence, to lead with purpose. His message is your mantle, your right to stand tall and unafraid. You've had moments where you felt powerless, where the world tried to make you feel small. But God's voice is saying, "You are mine." His message is a declaration of your authority, a reminder that you're not subject to the world's limits. His words are your strength, giving you the power to overcome anything that stands in your way. This authority isn't about control, it's about influence. God's voice equips you to change the atmosphere around you, to speak life where there's death, to bring hope where there's despair. His message is your commission, calling you to live boldly, to act with the confidence of someone who knows who they are in Him.